Let's see. Detroit Spartan, Wilson. Wet Watches is here. Thumb for Fingers, NH Rick. And Calico Basin. How am I doing here? I gotta get this stuff situated. Yeah, these days kind of like fly by, don't they? We're already on to Monday. Wow, that's good stuff. Tuxedo Manners here. Hope everybody had a good weekend and on to this Monday. The watch verdict is checking in. Let's see. Brave Sailors here. Slop John. Craig G's checking in. I wore the Submariner today. I wore it yesterday. Ended up going over my buddy's house. He had a little flood. Not really a little flood. A big flood at his house. So I ended up going to help him out, and I wore the Submariner over there doing all that work. So Floridian checking in. Stewart's here. Absolutely love this watch, guys. I mean, it's perfection. When it comes to like dive watches, impossible to beat the Submariner. Let's see. Mark is checking in. East Coast buddy. And when I got home, I opened up this guy, the new Worn and Wound Seiko limited edition collaboration. Only 1,000 of these. Very lucky, happy to be able to pick one up. And I have to say, it's a great looking watch. Kevin Powell's checking in. Will Carey's here. Wilson says he likes it. A pretty, they did it affordable too, which was really cool. MJO is checking in from Canada. But because it's kind of like a standard Seiko, they just did their own colorway. And then it has this fabric or like leather backed canvas type strap. And then it also comes with a nylon strap, like a NATO style strap. But they did it affordable. I mean, it's kind of like harkens back to Worn and Wound 10 years ago when they first started, to some of the stuff they were reviewing. So it only makes sense for them to do a collaboration with Seiko, as it was their first review ever. So actually pretty special, pretty cool thing. Because I mean, I've been following Worn and Wound for like pretty much, not from the beginning, but pretty dang close. So I'm a huge fan of what they're doing and what they've built. And I'm excited to go to the Chicago Worn and Wound wind-up. And when I go there, I'll take this watch. I'll wear this watch. I told that to my wife too, and she goes, yeah, right, if you still have it. I don't know what that means, right? So obviously I'll still have it by July. I think it's a pretty cool watch. David checking in. Hello. Matt from Rock the Watch is here. He likes it. So I don't know. I'm assuming a few of you guys in the watch community were able to pick one up. This is number 752. I know I got a buddy in the chat that has number 785. Let's see. Jason was checking in from Aruba. And we have, is that Jose? I've never seen Jose spelled with a U though, so I'm not sure. Checking in from Charlotte. Yeah, Jason said he would like to have one of these. Mr. BB checking in from Solana. Is it Solana or I don't know how to say that. Beach, California. Craig says Rob's a flipper for life. I am, but I've gotten better at like not selling. Like I've committed, like I said, I've committed to pretty much whatever I buy, whatever Rob buys, to not sell for 2022. I'll probably already break that, but Hayden's checking in from North Alabama. I don't probably have a ton of viewers on Alabama. Everyday Watch Guys checking in. Stuart's asking my thoughts on Zodiac as a brand. I think Zodiac as a brand is awesome. They're owned by the Fossil Group, right? Yeah, because then they have the STP movements, which are fossil movements. I think their watches, don't take this the wrong way, but overall, they feel like they teeter on that almost like fragile feel. So I don't know if it's just the thickness of their case or the size of them or something like that. So, but overall, I think they're great designs, great watch. If you can get them on deals, would be better. Joe checking in from Pennsylvania. Let's see. Hector from Winding Crowns checking in. Simucom checking in. Just got to buy watches with zero resale value. That's how to cure the flipping. I've tried that. I still flip them at a massive loss. Detroit Parton says I have multiple personalities. Yeah, you could put it that way, but like the reality is like there's Random Rob, right? Random Rob buys watches for the channel to review. Okay. Those ones they come and go. You know, like this watch here, I suspect I probably won't keep it. I really love the metal 2100s, the GM 2100s, and I wanted to see this one and I will own and probably keep one of the G-Shock GM 2100s at some point, but probably not this one. So Random Rob bought this one and then it'll get sold. But you know, I got to do the video and all that. But I do prefer the metal capped ones over the resin ones for some reason. I think they just seem like they're thinner. I think I don't know that they are, but they just seem like they're thinner for some reason. And I like the little bit of heft that comes with it. Calico Basin trying to diagnose me. Good luck with that. I do really like this. I probably will hold on to this one for a little while. This Lego one, or not Lego, Rubik's Cube one. I don't know. I was thinking Lego. Hey, if they build a Lego one, I'd probably pick it up too. Hey, Bobby Legs checking in. But yeah, this thing is super fun. Just the right amount of splash of color. And if I really wanted to tone it down a bit, I could put the black resin cover over it as well. So Jason from Design says they are actually slightly thinner. So it might depend on if you have, so like this one is not the quick remove case, which is upside down, versus like this one is definitely going to be thicker, I think, because it has the removable case. So I am temporarily actually really enjoying the 2100s. The 2100s have actually kind of jumped into the spot like where I was collecting G-Shock squares. Now I feel like the 2100s have kind of slipped into that role where they're too fun, they're too easy, they're so accessible, and they're coming out with a ton of different colorways. I feel like they're like still always hovering at that like 80 to 90% though. We need that last little bit, right? Well, there's rumor, and maybe Jason from Design can confirm this, and I forget the part number they're going to use, but I think there's a B in it. So it might be like GAB or GB. So I think they're going to do one with Bluetooth here soon. So it's going to connect Bluetooth with your phone. I hope that they're going to add solar, but I doubt they're going to. So I think they're going to do Bluetooth without solar. Brave Sailor with the $2 here super chat ask, where is the orange Super Ocean 42 millimeter? It is on the way. It's on the way back to me. I loaned it out to my buddy Craig, who is also in the chat, and he shipped it out today, I think today or tomorrow. So I'll probably have it later this week. Mark M says, oddly enough, he does not have a G-Shock in the collection. Mark, I go up and down. Like sometimes I'll end up selling all these G-Shocks except for the Bling Master, and then I'll just have the one, or well, I have my work one too, but so two, and then before you know it, I snap my fingers and I have like 10. So let's see, YZ80 says, what are my thoughts on the Grand Seiko Spring Drive versus Planet Ocean? Planet Ocean wins all day long. Tennessee Mike says, have they started to lume indices? No, but there are aftermarket support for that. This one here has aftermarket glow in the dark indices on it. So there are aftermarket options to do that. And I think it looks great. I mean, it looks factory, right? It looks like exactly what G-Shock would do. So that leads me to believe that before long, G-Shock will close that gap. They'll stop hovering at the 90% and they will add Bluetooth at least connectivity so we can have accurate, super accurate timekeeping with it. and lume the indices. And then maybe down the road they could add a premium one with maybe a sapphire crystal. Who knows? There's still a lot of opportunity with the 2100 series for sure. Let's see. Craig says the BSO went out today. So I'll have it probably in 2 or 3 days. My favorite 2100 colorway, I mean, right now I think this one, but that's subject to change always. And this is the Rubik's Cube one. So Enrique checking in. Hello. Canadian Watch Monkey says, have you seen the Gorilla Z G-Shock? I don't think so. I'm not sure. Pierce is talking about the new colorways for Omega, the green. Yeah. Everyone's been posting it up. There's already a ton of videos and everything like that. I don't know. I'm not digging some of the Omega releases, and I know I'm going to probably be like not in the, I'm going to be the devil's advocate on that, I suppose. But Tennessee Mike says MRG edition 2100 before you know it. I think we're a long way from that. I don't even know if we'd see that in our lifetime. I would like to see the 2100 evolve, but I think we're a long way from an MRG 2100. I think the metal cap is a step in the right direction, but with the metal one, I would like to see maybe a titanium option or different metals, or different colored metals, steel, but maybe a titanium, a sapphire crystal. If they can figure it out, add tough solar, but I'm indifferent. I guess I really don't care. If it's going to mess up the dials on them, then we don't need this tough solar. But definitely add the Bluetooth. And I think the multiband 6 is kind of like outdated now with the Bluetooth. Will Carey says he's with me on the Omega releases. I mean, I'm trying to stay reserved on it until I can maybe see a couple of them. Who knows? Maybe I'll change my mind. Did go in directions. Trying to read some comments, guys. I know I missed some. Sorry. Don't be a downer, Robert. Not into the green dials except for the Rolex Hulk and the Alpinist. Let's see. Jason's asked, have I seen that? Just the pictures and video. I have not, other than for the MRG Square, all I have looked at is pictures and video. I didn't buy one. Wilson wants to know where the Supreme clock is. It's in the background. I need to finish my it's right here. I need to finish my room. I still got to put the floor down because right now it's just concrete, but I'm going to put like a laminate flooring down and then probably a rug and then a little bit of trim work in here. And then I should be able to do like a room tour because I'm sure people might want to see the chaos that is the room. Check out this Trosco release though. This thing's pretty cool. Love the mint dial. And Trosco ended up giving me this watch. And this watch will be one of the watches given away at the Baltimore, Maryland meet this July. So this is one of, there's going to be more, but this is going to be one of the watches that are going to be given away. Let's see, we'll be eating the, oh, wow. My buddy Detroit Spartans headed back down to Sarasota area, Siesta Key. He said he's going to be eating at the Columbian on Thursday. That's awesome. Or Columbia, excuse me, not Columbian. MM10's checking in. Let's see, Watch Advisor has good previews. Let's see, a white dial commuter. Kevin says he has a white dial Trosca commuter. This thing's really nice, actually. Surprisingly. I mean, not surprisingly, but for an affordable micro brand, Trosca makes some really good watches, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yes, Baltimore is going to be an awesome meet. I think it's going to be a pretty small one. Oh, the straps. Jason wants to know about the straps. So I actually had them out on the table because I needed to make the Clockwork Republic video, and I just didn't get around to it. But this watch here, actually, Wilson, my buddy Wilson, hooked me up with this one. So this is a Clockwork Republic strap on the 5KX with the fitted links. Absolutely love this design. This is the best way to go. Yeah, Detroit Spartan says the Michigan meet is going to be awesome too. That's going to be towards the end of May. So I'm still working on the fine details to that. Uh, Wilson says he did. Maybe a different Wilson. Maybe it was a different Wilson. Maybe not the Wilson that's in the chat. I'm not 100% sure. So, well, I mean, even if he didn't, like, possession's 9/10 of the law. So, yeah, female link. So, like, it even fits into the Tudor Pelly, and it might even fit some other watches. Not super great, but it works. There's green ones here. This green is a not like a dark green like you would see on this Seiko strap. It's a I don't know what color green we would call this. It's an interesting green though. And then there's a blue. There's a dark blue. So, and they're FKM rubber, so they're crazy comfortable. They're just so super durable, and they're going to last really good. So, and I'm not sure. I think I'm allowed to say he's working on different colorways for like the mod community. They have like different color cases. So there's going to be like gold hardware, gold links, rose gold, probably black, available soon. So all those guys with that end up modding like the black case builds. Like, let me open this one up. This is from Mod Mode. They sell mod cases and parts and stuff, which this will be my first exposure to them. So I'll have to reach out to them and see about doing some other videos with them. But so say you have the black case like this. Here are the black links, and then you could do a different colored strap, whatever you want to do within that. So it gives you more versatility. I have the black strap around here somewhere too. It's in the package still. Versus finding like a black bracelet. Now it really opens up the mod community, I think. So maybe I'll get these built or something, and we can do a giveaway or something with these watches. Let's see. Let me back up a little bit. Hey, Rob, when is the projected shipping of the Random Rob Borealis? So, first of all, Hector, thanks for bringing that up. That watch did actually sell out finally. So, all 50 of the Random Rob Borealis watches are sold out. So, thank you, everyone that bought those. And they are due to ship out, was it like August or September or something like that? I think it says on his website. It says on Borealis's website. Nate Dogg says he's checking in late. No big deal. Stumpy says, or is asking, does that Troska Freediver wear small? I'm concerned that I'll order one, and I think 8-inch wrist, it's going to be too small for you. It's a pretty small watch. So 8-inch wrist, I don't know. I wouldn't do it if it was 8-inch wrist. I have about 7.25, and I feel like I wouldn't want to go any smaller. Like, I could wear this one. Obviously, we can wear whatever, right? But like, just for my personal taste, I think this is as small as I'd want to go. So 8-inch wrist, it's pretty small. I would look for a little bit larger watch. So maybe Troska has another watch in their lineup because the mint dial is pretty cool. And maybe that's what you like. Let's see. Mitch Maddock is a little late to the party. No big deal. I wanted to scroll back up here in the comments. Give me a second here, guys. Somebody asked about... Okay, so John asked about where do we get info on these meetups. As of now, the meetups are restricted to my Discord group. So just for like security reasons and, comfort for everybody that goes, it's restricted to my Discord group. But if you hear me mention, say like I mentioned the Baltimore meetup, if you live in the Baltimore area, email me and I'll see what I can do. Maybe we can get you in. Just email me, get a hold of me. That's how we do it, right? So, the Michigan meet, that's going to be around the Sterling Heights area. So if you live in that area, email me, get a hold of me, and let's see if we can figure out a way for you to be part of the meetup. But there's going to be parts of the meetup, even if you were to like get kind of access and be part of it a little bit, there's going to be parts of the meetup that you're straight up not going to have access to. Like, because when we go to Baltimore, we're actually going to an Orioles game too. You're probably not going to be going to that with our group. When's my first Canadian meetup? I know you're half joking about that, but I am supposed to start working with um, a, a Canadian authorized dealer here soon. He hasn't sent me anything yet, but we're going to probably do that soon. And I mean, who knows, in the future, that might actually happen. But it'll probably be, I think it's over in Vancouver. Weeby says, sorry, late. Thoughts on the Worn and Wound Seiko Sport? It's 100% hit. Like, Worn and Wound has been doing this a long time. They know what they're doing. Um, yeah, they nailed it, guys. Like, legit, they nailed it. I have like no complaints with this watch at all. So, and it's kind of appropriate for their first like Seiko collaboration. I think it's awesome. James Hunt says, yeah, so I think they're in Vancouver. Yeah. Yeah, I think they're in Vancouver. I'm pretty sure. So way over on the West Coast, right? And if I do that over there, I know like my buddy Michael, Desire 68, he'll probably come down. I don't think he's too far from there. He's pretty close to there. So he'll probably come down and meet up. Hopefully I can make that happen. But listen, 2022, I'm already booked because I'm doing the Michigan meetup in May. I'm doing the Baltimore meetup in July. And then I'm doing a Orange County, Long Beach area in California meetup in probably like late August, early September area. I haven't planned that one yet. I'm waiting till I get past the Michigan one before I like commit to the California one. So that'll be the three. And then additionally, I'm going to the Worn and Wound Wind Up show in Chicago. So if you're in the Chicago area and you want to meet up with me, I will be at the Worn and Wound Wind Up show in Chicago, which is like, I don't know, the weekend before July 23rd, whatever that weekend is before. See, Detroit says, just make sure you send or give Wilson's coin to me. So, Detroit, I sent yours, Wilson, and Craig's coins. I sent those out today. Those are all going to get to Craig in a couple days. So, you guys are going to have to work with Craig to get those. So, good luck. Chris M says he's in Chicago. So, that's awesome. Floridian says, Detroit, yeah, good news. I think that's a sidebar conversation. Samurai says Wrist Candy Watch Club is based in Chicago. Maybe I'll reach out to them, see how they're doing. There's a couple other places that are out of Chicago that I would like to maybe reach out to, but I only have so much time. Calico says he'll be at the meets. I know he'll be at the Baltimore one. Actually, I know he's going to be at the Michigan one, the Baltimore one, and the California one. So Calico is going to go to all three. And Big Bearded Viper said all the meats. Different kind of meat though. I think he likes, smoking meat and cooking meats on the grill and stuff like that. But I'm hoping Big Bearded Viper is actually going to make it to the Michigan meet at least, because that's not too far for him, and that is going to be towards the end of May. So Nate Dogg says he's near Chicago. So definitely, Nate Dogg, make it to the Worn and Wound Wind Up show in Chicago. We'll meet up there. James Hunt says, "Is the Worn and Wound show worth the trip?" Depending on how far you're going to go. I think you're in Canada, right? So, James, I'm pretty sure you're Canada. I'm not sure where at in Canada, but there's one in New York. There's one in San Francisco. Actually, I don't know which one's coming up first. There's San Francisco, New York, and then Chicago. And Chicago's like a bit of a drive for me, but I'm going to go do that one for sure. And I've never been to the Worn and Wound Wind Up show. The only watch show I've been to was Microlex show in Chicago, and was it worth it? I don't know. If you're a watch geek like us, if you're watching me live right now, looking at watches and maybe my hands and my voice, then yeah, it's probably worth it. So, because you're going to be among like-minded people. We're going to be talking about watches to the point where you're like, all right, I don't even want to talk about watches anymore. Let's go like get a drink or something and go talk about something else. 911 Dan says New York. So the New York show, they did move venue because it just way outgrew Chelsea Market. I had wanted to go to that one. I never did, but it's going to double in size, he's saying. So, and I believe that 100%, especially after coming out of like all the struggles over the last few years. People are going to want to like go out and experience like just going out. So, James Duffy says the Worn and Wound shows are worth it just to hang out with fellow watch nerds. Your mileage may vary at the show itself. Correct. But to have that direct connection, like Sam Ray says, Astor Banks is going to be, they're based out of Chicago. They're going to be there. So if it's crazy busy, it's going to be hard to get in there. I've reached out to the Worn and Wound guys, and I've kind of asked them, and it's probably too difficult for them to implement this in because of time constraints. But I've asked them to almost have like, and it doesn't have to be a separate night, but like if we could just have like quote media, because I'm like kind of like watch media, sort of thing. If we could have like a media time, so like guys like that are in my position that are whether it's print, written or video or whatever it is, or photography, uh, if they could have exclusive access to the brands before like the general public bombards them, and then you're fighting for that attention, that would be really cool. Sam Ray's asking what straps are these. These are Clockwork Republic. Let me show you them again real quick. I actually use it. It's hands down my favorite. If you're going to put a rubber strap or silicone or whatever, I'm not a big fan of silicone strap, but I put it on my Alpinist. They're called Clockwork Republic, and they're FKM rubber. They're not vulcanized rubber, which is just a difference in manufacturing. But so there's the brand name Clockwork Republic. At the end of this live stream, if you click in the description, I will add an affiliate link. So I have an affiliation with Clockwork Republic. Basically, when you order using my affiliate link, I get a certain like sales commission or something off from it. So that is something I negotiated with the owner because, and this is like the only brand that I've done this with. And I don't know if you followed me for a long time, that should speak volume of how I actually feel about this brand. I want them to make these straps for every single watch, because every watch that I have that is on bracelet, I would love to have a fitted link, like say my MM200 reduce. I want one of these. So far, he's only doing 22 millimeter stuff, but who knows? It's a huge investment up front. So that's the challenge, really, right? But the potential for these is just off the charts. If I had more time and capital, I would have figured out a way to like make this guy an offer that he couldn't refuse, and I would have bought the company myself and like grown it and invested even more money into it. But I don't have the time or the money, and unfortunately, I don't know that he does either, because he also has like a family and a day job and everything like that. It's pretty amazing that he has the time and availability to even get the project to this point. And then there's going to be even more stuff coming soon, like the addition of the black links and like the different colored links, rose gold or something like that. So it's really cool to see it grow. So I just want to be part of that. That's my relationship with him. I just want to be part of that. Let's see. I want one of those Casio figures. Where can I get one? Wish they would come out with a virtual warrior figure. Oh man, if they would have done the virtual warrior figure, that would have been epic. That would have been really cool. Yeah, they're so FKM and vulcanized rubber is like really the way to go. 100%. Um, it's way more comfortable. It's both plenty pliable and comfortable, but on wrist, it's the best. And that's just my opinion based on fact. Let's see. Samurai says the biotic looks. I just opened this, and like you guys, until now, I've only really looked at these on like pictures and video and stuff. And I got to be honest with you, like I seen the both crowns, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't know if I like that or not. So, but now seeing it in person, like it's kind of cool. It's kind of fun, and it's a really nicely done watch. It is like it's high quality. I don't know what the price point is on these. I need to look it up because I just opened it. Hey Rob, the video is fuzzy. Yeah, it's gonna come across as like 480, so it's gonna come. You might close it and then re-enter. Close it and re-enter, and maybe it'll refresh. The edifice is right here. I still need to do the video on it, and I tried wearing it, and I don't know. I don't know that I'm gonna wear it. So this one's gonna be, I think, under the random Rob purchased category. So it's probably gonna end up getting sold. Offhand, Air Gunner says those terminals look like the Frankenstein's neck. Uh, yeah, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Like the little bolts on the side of his neck or whatever. Yeah. And they're both like you got to thread them. Yeah, it's a cool watch though. It's a really well done watch. Would it have done better if he would have just done the one crown or the crown here? I don't know. Maybe, but this is unique. Nobody's done it. But we'll see. We have Vasilis checking in from Greece. Let's see. Reading some comments. I answered Wilson. I think I'm caught up. Rob Anders says, "Is the rubber stiff? Maybe wrong word. Got a cheap Richie strap a while back. No, it's definitely not stiff at all. Like it's legit. It's the right amount of what you would want from a strap. Like, and then it slowly breaks in. It doesn't really. I don't feel like it fully gets a memory, but you can see. Like I've worn this one a ton, and you can see where the buckle ends up going. So you can see a little bit of memory right there. But overall, it's just it's not floppy, but it's not stiff at all. Like so on wrist, it's like it's just perfection. Like it just wraps around your wrist like you want a strap to wrap around your wrist. Like there's no straight parts or anything. Like it just conforms, but yet stays like shape. Yeah, FKM, and you don't have to do these, but if you have an SKX or a watch, because I think he's going to do the Samurai and he's going to do the Turtle. So I think he's going to do the Samurai and the Turtle next. So like if you have an SKX or a Samurai or a Turtle, whatever ones that he ends up making them for, it would just be silly not to buy them, and they're pretty dang affordable too. They're legit affordable. If you don't have those, then still go pick up an FKM strap. Like I carry, I think I have it put away, but I have like the Strap Mill Canada straps, which have the straight length or straight, bars for 20 and 22. And like I'm just a fan of FKM, period. FKM and vulcanized rubber. So definitely try them out, whether it's Strap Mill Canada or these guys or whoever. Detroit Spartan says he wants to go on a watch cruise. He just went on a cruise and got back, and he really enjoyed it. Apparently, I haven't had a chance to talk to him about it, but it sounds like he enjoyed it. So Dirk said he'd be down for a watch cruise. Yeah, maybe we can do a watch cruise. How epic would that be? Let's We can start talking about that. Somebody asked about if I had the Borealis Sintra. I just shipped them out today. The Sintras are going to Kevin over at Wrong Time Watch. James Moore is checking in. Let's see. Watch Meet Cruise would work really well and be a blast. I agree, Detroit. I agree. I think we could probably make that happen. Maybe 2023. Like legit, 2022 is just booked. MM10 says he's in. I think we might be able to start organizing a watch cruise, guys. It's going to happen in the Discord though. Maybe a early, right after the holidays, after Christmas, after New Year. Well, maybe like a couple weeks ago, like when Detroit went, like a February 2024 watch cruise. Mark wants to go to Cuba. I don't know that the cruise goes to Cuba, but there's a bunch of other islands we can go to. Detroit Spartan 2023. What did I say? Is that not what I said? Maybe I said 24. I don't know. I'm losing it. Thoughts on the Tipsum 200M? It uses the SW300. I do like the Sellita SW300 movement. I'm not familiar with that watch, Samurai. Sorry. A lot of wet watches on a cruise. Very true. Let's get to 100 likes. I mean, yeah, you can like the video if you want. I really don't care. But Mitch says yes to Cuban cigars. Hector says he's in. So is Kip. I don't know if they'll allow the wig on the ship. That might be too much. James says, new Omegas. Did you all talk about them already? Is Dirk's next watch the Ultra Deep? I think Dirk is definitely interested in picking up a new Omega. I know a few other friends of mine are as well. Did we talk about them? Kind of. Like I think I'm reserving my emotions until I actually see one in person. Obviously, the main one to see is going to be the Green Seamaster, but I mean, just from the pictures I've seen, like I don't know, I'm not feeling it. The Green Dial Speedmaster full gold, that's really cool, but again, if I'm gonna fork out 40 grand for a full gold watch, I'm gonna get on a list and I'm picking up a Rolex. So Jason says to Aruba, I'm sure he'll do his best to meet us at port. James says, still hoping for the new Planet Oceans. Besides the Ultra Deep, the Blue Speedy 57 is nice. I'll have to take a closer look at them, guys. The small seconds Aquaterra looks good. There's some 38 millimeter Aquaterras that look pretty cool too. Wilson said at Jack's Watches EDC, he must have chimed in. I didn't see it. I missed his count. Oh, there it is. I guess better late than never tonight. So Jack is chiming in. I know Jack is busy between his day job and then he actually picked up. I don't know why you're crazy, but thankfully guys like you do this. But he started doing the volunteer fire department again. Thank God there's guys out there like you. There's no way I could do it. I could not be a first responder. It's already like just going to gas leaks and fire calls for like dealing with the gas side of things is one thing, but like first responder on like the worst days of somebody's life is like not in my wheelhouse. I cannot do it. Let's see. NH Rick says, I don't like that they took the teak look off the new Aquaterra. Seems like too much Rolex grab. Jack says he's a glutton for punishment. Detroit says Aruba's definitely an option. We'll have to talk about different. I've never been on a cruise either, so. Nathan checking in late from Brisbane, Australia. What time is it in Brisbane? I lose track. It's got to be like. So you're ahead of us. It's got to be like tomorrow morning. Let's see. Oh, it's 11:43 there. AM. Yeah. So it's almost lunch there. Wow. Well, you're like in the future. Don't tell us what happens. On the phone, listen, can't tag you. I think I was man. Rob getting the white Super Ocean 42. Love it. Yes. Yes. Hard to beat that guy right there. Good choice. Jan says, hello, please pray for peace in Ukraine. Every day, man. Every day. David says, midday Tuesday in South Australia. Yeah, you guys are like way ahead of us. Floridian says he's been on about 20 cruises, last one out of Barcelona to Greece. Wow, that would be amazing. That's probably a beautiful, beautiful place in the world. Yeah. So I love owning this watch. I'm excited to get my orange dial one back, and I need to call Breitling. I ended my I'm not in the select program anymore with Breitling. I actually cashed out my points and they ended my thing. I did pick up the Avenger. So but I need to get a hold of the crew over at Breitling and ask them, beg them to make like maybe do it a limited edition. I don't really care, but I want a yellow dial Super Ocean 42 millimeter. I know they make it in the 44. I want it in the 42. Make a yellow dial. Make it a limited edition too, and then I'll be 100% in. I will buy it. Somebody asked how I like the Air King. Absolutely love it. Being challenged right now with how many watches I have and wear time. Like I wore the sub today. I usually go in a 3-day rotation. So this one already stopped running, but I did wear it couple days ago. I wore it, and so I must not have very much wind on it. So, but man, I'm looking at that green and that yellow. That is so beautiful. Yeah, Seth said he would be down for the yellow. But yeah, right now I'm wearing the subby, and I wore it yesterday. Let's see, I wore it yesterday, today, and then I'll probably wear it tomorrow, and then maybe I'll switch. I'm not done. I haven't worn the sub in a while, so I feel like I need to give it the full 3 days. Let's see. Robert says, thank you for the recommendation to get a Seiko Ghost Alpinist from Mimos. Very happy with my watch, but I do want to put a signed crown. That Cyclops gives it a Rolex vibe. You know what? Getting the signed crown for that thing might not be too difficult. I bet you could reach out to Mimo and see if he can order, or you could probably order it right on eBay even. But doesn't the SARB 017 have a signed crown? If you get, I guess, does the Ghost one have a screw down crown? We'll have to do a little bit of research on that. If you email me, I can help you figure that out. If you don't already know how to figure it out. I think if you email me, I can help you figure that out, and we could probably get you a signed crown of that thing. It really wouldn't be that difficult. Let's see. Air King and sub. Let's see. The chef says, Rob, you should get a panel so we can all talk watches. Yeah, so the SARB 017 definitely has a signed crown, but does the Ghost Alpinist have a screw down crown like the SARB 017? Because some of them don't. I do kind of, I don't know what you mean by panel, but I do kind of have, I mean, in my Discord, I already have the ability to like talk to people on a regular basis about many things. You know what? I'm looking at, guys, I'm holding these watches right now and I'm showing them to you and I'm looking at them. Let's get this one going. I can't believe I own both these. It's absolutely crazy. It still blows my mind that I have a Submariner and an Air King. I'm 100% content. I don't even know that I really need to add another Rolex. Like, I mean, what else from their catalog? I mean, a GMT, I guess. I mean, I do still kind of want the Batgirl, but if they came out with like a Coke bezel one, I don't know. We'll see what they come out with, but I'm already on the list for the Batgirl. We'll see if and when that happens, if I can scrape together the money. Man, I love that green seconds hand. Yacht Master 40. You know, I was looking at the Yacht Master a while ago, but I've kind of moved on. So I think I would go. I've kind of put my name on some Oyster Perpetuals as well. Kevin with a little joke, little jab at me there, Kevin. Where's the white dial? OP39. Let's see. Even the rhodium, I think the OP is true. My third at the Silver Dome. Reading some comments, guys. Crazy talk. Always room for more Rollies, says the Rolex master. Coke bezel would beat out a Batman if you ask me. So YZ80, I would think that too, but I know what would happen if they come out with a Coke bezel. Like I'm bottom feeder, man. I'm on the bottom of the list if there even is a list that I would make it on, right? So if a Coke, that would almost be the best case scenario for me. If like a Coke bezel came out, because now everybody that wanted the Batman and the Batgirl are gonna like gravitate towards the Coke bezel one, right? So then it frees me up to hopefully move up rank and pull in a Batgirl or something. And it's not less of a watch. I think that's a beautiful watch. I love the stark contrast between the blue and the black, and I love the Jubilee. Nathan says, thoughts on the Doxa 600T re-release. Again, I haven't actually handled that watch. I think it's a great looking watch. I want to handle one. So if somebody has one and they want to loan it in, let me know. I would love to check it out. Let's see, Time for Watches says, got my name on the wait list. Even with purchase history, I don't have any faith in getting a call. Just stay the course, man. Just stay the course. I'm telling you. Let's see. James Duffy says, I'm beginning to think the interest list at Rolex ADs is really a GTFO because we have no watches list. I mean, we could get into a deep dive on the whole Rolex game, but there's many different ways to do it. Most people are not going to get them, and the people that are, they work whatever the situation is that they're presented with and the way it needs to be handled are going to be able to get them. It's very complicated. It's not like a simple, if you do this, this, and this, you're going to get one at AD prices. It's a very complex, dynamic situation. You have to be able to know where you are for your situation. Rob, you're going to get a Notice Avalon to review. Yes, I definitely will get an Avalon to review. YZ80 says I should ask Archie Luxury how he feels about ADs. I really don't care what, I know what you're saying, and I don't take this the wrong way, but I really don't care what other people think about ADs. I know the relationship I have with the ADs, and it's factual information from me. So every AD is going to be different. Rolex game is changing. Have faith, guys. Very true. Let's see. Robert says, thank you for sharing your love for watches. I'm planning to keep this family tradition alive at its best. We had 6 watchmakers in my family. Now there are only 2. Wow. Yeah, it's a dying breed, right? Like it's hard to get into that profession and potentially make money. There's no way you can't make money though. Like if you're in an area where there's population, I think the money is there. Like, will you be happy at it because you're going to be doing battery changes and watch strap changes and sizing bracelets and that's like going to be like the bread and butter. And then maybe you can repair some watches here and there, but it's an interesting job for sure. We might romanticize it a little bit for what it actually is. The job probably is not that romantic. Let's see. Raymond says he likes my Seiko videos. Thank you very much. He says, I'm sure these aren't your only G squares. I only have one other G-Shock square. So I have my Bling Master, and then I have my, let me double check if that's right. Yeah, I think I have that one, and then I have a 5610 on combi. That's it for squares. That's all I have for squares. Right now I'm heavy on 2100s. Sean says that looks like a Christopher Ward diver on the gray rubber strap. This one? This is actually a 5KX. Is this the one you're talking about? It's a 5KX on a Clockwork Republic. Alex with the solid info on the part number, but I'm like, Alex, is the SPB 119 Ghost Alpinist a screw down crown though? Because I know some of them had just push pull crowns. Simucon says he's been fighting the urge to buy the MRG square. It's a lot of freaking money, man. It is a lot of money. Listen, I struggled with it for like 2 seconds. I was just like, pre-order, like I have contacts, maybe I can get a better deal. And then I'm like, even a better deal is going to be like ridiculously expensive. Yeah, I'm out. Like it's wow, that's a lot of money. 4,000 for the black one, 3,000 something for the silver, the non-black one, the titanium one. So I get it. It's crazy constructed case. It's MRG quality. I get it. But guys, oh, it's wow. It's a lot of money. I might end up with one at some point, but wow. Raymond says he gave up on the square collecting. He had like 30 in 1 year. Newer Alpinists come with screw down crown, but not signed. So, hey, Bruce Williams is here. He says I have to buy an MRG square. I don't. I don't have to buy one. I've gotten to that point mentally where I don't have to buy one. Somebody else will buy one and allow me to video it. That's it. I'm good with that. So, all right. So we just need to get the signed crown for the other alpinist and get it swapped out. Okay, so Cowboy Swami with a $5 here super chat says, "Hey, Random Rob, thoughts on Squale worth the price?" I think yes. Alex, thanks for all the info. I will have to scroll back through and get this information, or if the other gentleman was, I forget his name, Raybird or something. If he can get that information, it's easy to swap out. So, thoughts on Squale? I actually really like them, and I might catch hate for this, but I would love to do a collaborative watch with Squale. Honestly, right? I think there's another YouTuber that did that too. So, but mine would be different, obviously. And I am trying that's one of my main draws to that Vancouver dealer that I'm trying to work with, is because he's an authorized dealer for Squale. So if I can get those watches in for video, that would be very helpful. That'd be really nice because I really like the brand and I'd like to share the watches with them. I think they're Swiss made, they're of high quality, and they're relatively affordable. I don't want to say they're inexpensive because they're not. They're not, they're kind of pricey depending on your budget, but they are nice. Make a no day. I will definitely make a no day. Look at the watches I have. Like a lot of my most worn watches are no date, like whether it's the Sub or the Air King or the Longines, other than my Super Oceans, which have date. But honestly, if Breitling made that in a no date, I would like it just as much. Can I show the 2100 that's second from the left? So you're saying this one? This is the, I forgot what this one's called. I just got a text on this one too. So it's a metal cap one. It has a positive display. Kind of, I don't know what you want to call this color. I have a hard time describing this color. I'm going to have to figure it out. But it has like a smoky colored translucent strap. These are actually, this is a limited edition as well. And I think they're like 230 bucks directly from G-Shock. It's a GM 2100 MF. So Muddy Fog or something. I can't remember what the heck they called them. Yeah, time for watches. The Note 8 ones, you just wind them and just wear. So Simucom Desert Sweat Bronze. Is that what the color? It's not Desert Sweat Bronze. Uh, I don't know if that's what it's. I don't know if that's an accurate description of the color, but it's a really weird color, guys. Actually, it would be kind of fun if G-Shock did an actual bronze cap. They'll never do it, but they'll do a bronze look maybe, but they'll never do a full bronze. Wilson says, I got a 2-minute warning. Thank you very much. Midnight Fog. Thank you, Mitch Maddock. That's what it's called. So that one's called the Midnight Maddock. Or Mitch Maddock said that's a midnight fog. I'm mixing words. And my drink is empty. Hector with an interesting emoji bronze. It looks Cerakoted. I don't think it's coated. I mean, maybe it is, I guess. I could scratch it, I guess, on the bottom side and see what it looks like. It probably is. I'm sure all their stuff's coated. Faux copper. Bronze gold. It looks Cerakoted. Okay. 20-minute warning. Drink more. My drink's upstairs, so I can't. The watch verdict says, Rob, do you have any experience with the Eterna Kontiki four-hander? I know I've done a video with the Eterna a long time ago, but I don't know what model it was. I cannot remember. Kevin Powell says they should do a matte heated treat titanium. I agree. I want to see a titanium capped 2100. Let's go ridiculous. Let's go Bluetooth, titanium, sapphire crystal. Give me a full bracelet. Let's load it up. I agree. Make it $600, $800, whatever. Who cares? I say just do it. Let's see. Do you think they will release a solar version of the 2100? Michael, I doubt it. I think they're gonna release a Bluetooth version here soon, probably in the next couple of months, but I don't think it's gonna be solar. I think it's gonna be Bluetooth. I don't know what other options are gonna be on it. Probably won't even be multi-band. It'll probably just be Bluetooth and some more metal versions. Who knows if we'll ever even see a bracelet one. Reading comments, guys. AZ Taz fans, you need a mini bar down there. That's not a bad idea. That could actually get me in trouble, but that's, you know what? I might actually take you up on that. I might actually do that. I might put together a little something, something. I need to redo this room a little bit. Hans says, do I recommend the new Boulder? Boulder's making great watches. Let me grab. I don't think you mean these. I think the Boulder just came out with like the smaller re-releases, but I have both these Boulders in right now, and Boulder's making some legit, solid, well-built watches. These both have Swiss movements in them and everything. So, and then, they have some smaller versions. Boulder's a brand to watch, guys. Like, they're going to be making some pretty cool watches for sure. Ralbert says, so happy with the Ghost Alpinist style that I feel like I can't go back to my black khaki king I've been wearing for 3 years. It is missing the applied numbers. Hope my love for it comes back. You got to cycle through them sometimes. It's not a big deal, just enjoy the Alpinist now, and who knows where the future will hold. All right, guys, it's after 9, so let's kill the lights and we'll see a little bit of lume, not a bunch, because we do have some. Hey, there's Michael. Hey, Michael, Desire 68 Frogman. I actually name dropped you earlier when I was talking about potentially doing a Vancouver meet or something. If I do a Canadian, or I like to say Canada, Vancouver meet, I'm sure you would end up making the trek down to meet up with us. There is the lume, guys. We have Trosca lume. We have even the G-Shock's lume up a little bit. What is this guy? This is that new Wound Seiko. Awesome. My old Alpinist. Awesome. This is the G-Shock 2100 with the aftermarket loomed indexes. They work great. They actually work. It's expensive, but look how much different that is versus that. I mean, isn't that worth like $100 or something? I don't know. Really changes your 2100. Or you could just buy a sub. I don't know. Maybe just buy a Rolex, I guess. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.